Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh, exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. Ever since Clayton Kershaw stepped onto the mound for the Dodgers, whispers of his dominance have followed every pitch, every swing, and every season. But now, a bombshell statement has sent the baseball world into a frenzy, with fans, analysts, and even casual viewers debating what it could mean for the future of one of the most storied franchises in Major League Baseball history. Kershaw, whose career has been defined by a mix of legendary consistency and moments of extraordinary brilliance, recently hinted in an interview that the Dodgers are on the verge of something monumental, something that might reshape expectations for years to come. While he stopped short of directly declaring a championship, his tone and choice of words suggested a confidence that borders on prophetic, igniting speculation that the Dodgers may not just contend. They might dominate in a way the league has not seen in decades. Social media exploded with reactions, ranging from incredulous disbelief to wild optimism, as pundits dissected every syllable of his statement, searching for hidden meaning or clues about upcoming trades, roster moves, and strategic shifts. For many, Kershaw's reputation as a measured and deliberate speaker adds weight to his words, making the idea of a Dodgers title run feel increasingly plausible. The tension in the fan base is palpable, as every game, every inning, every pitch now carries the extra weight of potential destiny, transforming ordinary matchups into high-stakes events that could define the next chapter of Los Angeles baseball history. Kershaw's career has always been a story of peaks and challenges, blending dominance on the mound with periods of injury, adjustments, and personal growth. Yet, even in seasons where statistics fluctuated or velocity dipped slightly, his presence alone has been a stabilizing force for the Dodgers' pitching rotation. That influence, combined with the rumored additions to the roster, creates a scenario that seems almost too good to be true. Analysts speculate that Kershaw's comments might signal an internal confidence that the Dodgers front office has quietly been building toward a championship push. If true, it would represent a culmination of years of strategy, scouting, and player development, aligning talent and experience in a way that maximizes both individual and team performance. The rumor mill is alive with speculation about potential signings, trades, and strategic shifts that could materialize before the season reaches its peak, as fans clamor for every scrap of news that might confirm or refute Kershaw's bold statement. Social media platforms, sports forums, and live broadcasts have become a theater of theory, with fans dissecting every photo, interview clip, and subtle gesture for hints of the Dodgers' ultimate intentions. The excitement is infectious, pulling even casual viewers into the narrative as they wonder if this is truly the year the Dodgers seize the crown, propelled by the quiet confidence and unmatched skill of a pitcher whose very name evokes excellence, determination, and, increasingly, the sense of inevitability that fuels championship dreams. The timing of Kershaw's revelation adds another layer of intrigue, coinciding with a stretch of the season where every game carries outsized significance. As teams jockey for positioning, playoff scenarios begin to crystallize, and the Dodgers appear poised to assert themselves as a powerhouse in ways that echo past dynasties. Fans, journalists, and rival teams alike are dissecting lineups, pitching rotations, and matchups, trying to determine whether Kershaw's words are bravado, calculated psychology, or a rare glimpse into the internal confidence of a championship-ready squad. Rumors abound that discussions behind closed doors within the Dodgers organization have focused on optimizing every element of the roster to ensure the team peaks at the right moment, combining veteran leadership with emerging talent to create a balanced and adaptable force capable of handling postseason pressure. Kershaw's status as a franchise icon amplifies the impact of his statements, because unlike a newcomer or mid-tier player, his voice carries historical weight, lending an aura of credibility to what might otherwise be dismissed as typical locker room hype. Observers speculate whether this declaration is part of a broader media strategy to send a psychological message to competitors, or whether it reflects genuine excitement for a season that, in the minds of those closest to the Dodgers, may represent a historic window of opportunity. The buzz surrounding his comment has transcended the sports pages, infiltrating mainstream news cycles, podcasts, and social media debates, with fans and commentators alike attempting to parse the nuance between optimism and certainty. As every analyst weighs in on the possible consequences for the league at large, imagining scenarios where Kershaw's words become a self-fulfilling prophecy. Even beyond the Dodgers' home stadium, the ripples of Kershaw's statement are being felt across the entire league. Rival teams are suddenly more aware of the looming threat, adjusting strategies, considering countermeasures, and reevaluating their own pitching depth in response to the implied dominance suggested by his confidence. Speculation is rife that Kershaw may not only be foreshadowing team success, but also hinting at a personal renaissance, a return to peak performance levels reminiscent of his most dominant seasons. This intertwining of personal legacy with team ambition creates a narrative rich with drama, as fans imagine a Kershaw-led Dodgers squad navigating the pressures of high-stakes games while carrying the weight of expectation that only an elite pitcher could command. In sports media circles, insiders are debating whether the statement signals a shift in clubhouse dynamics, with younger players drawing inspiration and mentorship from Kershaw, building a cohesive unit poised to translate confidence into results. Meanwhile, fan communities online are dissecting everything from his social media interactions to past interviews, hunting for subtle hints or confirmations that might clarify the magnitude of what he hinted at, and whether this season will truly mark a turning point for the Dodgers franchise. The energy in Los Angeles has transformed, with every game now carrying the undercurrent of speculation that history may be on the verge of repeating itself, or perhaps even being rewritten under the steady, confident hand of a pitcher whose influence extends far beyond statistics or accolades. There's also a growing sense that Kershaw's statement may be a catalyst, a spark intended to unify the Dodgers organization around a shared vision of success. Rumors suggest that internal meetings have focused on mental preparedness, tactical planning, and creating an environment where players feel empowered to take calculated risks in high-pressure moments. Analysts have speculated that this kind of leadership can elevate a team from merely talented to truly formidable, translating individual skill into cohesive performance capable of overcoming adversity in the postseason. The narrative of Kershaw as both mentor and motivator complements his on-field accomplishments, creating a multi-layered story of influence that resonates deeply with fans who are hungry for signs that the Dodgers can finally convert potential into tangible victories. The excitement is amplified by speculation regarding potential mid-season acquisitions and strategic adjustments that could further enhance the roster, making the statement even more tantalizing as a hint of what the future may hold. Across podcasts, YouTube commentaries, and fan forums, the conversation is relentless, as viewers debate whether this marks the beginning of a dynasty or simply another chapter in Kershaw's already storied career. The intrigue is undeniable, and the sense of anticipation continues to grow as the season progresses, with every pitch and swing now scrutinized under the lens of a possible historic run fueled by one of baseball's most iconic figures, whose words have ignited a firestorm of discussion, speculation, and hope for a championship that feels within reach yet tantalizingly just beyond grasp. Even casual observers cannot ignore the cultural impact of Kershaw's declaration. Beyond statistics, wins, and losses, it has become a moment of collective imagination, inspiring debates about legacy, the psychology of competition, and the dynamics of a team striving for greatness. The statement has prompted journalists to explore storylines ranging from the historical significance of the Dodgers' current roster to comparative analyses with past dynasties, highlighting the unique pressure and opportunity that Kershaw's presence creates. Fans are now consuming each game not only for the athletic contest, but also for the unfolding drama hinted at by his words, turning stadiums, broadcasts, and social media platforms into stages where speculation thrives and predictions abound. Even merchandise sales and local media coverage have surged, reflecting the heightened emotional investment driven by the anticipation of what Kershaw may have been signaling. For some, The allure lies in imagining the interplay between individual brilliance and team cohesion. As Kershaw's reputation for composure, skill, and strategic acumen frames every pitch as a potential turning point in a season that might be remembered for decades. As conversations expand beyond traditional boundaries of sports media, it becomes clear that the impact of Kershaw's words transcends the diamond, influencing narratives, shaping expectations, and creating a pervasive sense of excitement that is as much about possibility as it is about achievement. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. Speculation surrounding Clayton Kershaw's comments has reached fever pitch, infiltrating not only sports circles, but also mainstream media, with talk shows, podcasts, and online forums dissecting every nuance of his declaration. Fans are poring over past interviews, team press releases, and even subtle body language cues, searching for confirmation that the Dodgers are indeed on the verge of a historic run. Analysts debate whether Kershaw's confidence signals an impending surge in performance, roster adjustments, or a psychological tactic aimed at sending rival teams into a defensive posture. Rumors of secret training regimens, undisclosed player meetings, and potential acquisitions have fueled theories that the Dodgers are meticulously engineering a championship-ready squad. Even casual observers are swept into the frenzy, turning routine games into events of monumental significance, where every inning carries the weight of expectation and potential destiny. The narrative of Kershaw as both master strategist and inspiring veteran continues to grow, as fans imagine the seamless combination of skill, experience, and leadership translating into tangible success on the field. Every pitch he throws now seems laden with meaning, every outing scrutinized for evidence of renewed dominance, creating an atmosphere where speculation and reality blur into an intoxicating mix of anticipation, anxiety, and exhilaration that has the entire baseball world on edge and completely captivated by the unfolding saga of the Dodgers' next possible triumph. Inside the Dodgers clubhouse, whispers suggest that Kershaw's statement has ignited an internal fire, fostering an environment of heightened focus, collaboration, and accountability. Players are reportedly motivated by the idea of aligning their efforts with a historic vision, inspired by Kershaw's own commitment to excellence and mastery of his craft. Coaches are said to be refining strategies, ensuring that every rotation, lineup adjustment, and tactical decision maximizes the team's strengths while mitigating vulnerabilities that could be exploited by opponents. Rumors circulate about potential mid-season trades that could strengthen weak points, adding depth and versatility to a roster already rich in talent and experience. Analysts speculate that Kershaw's confidence may serve as both psychological armor and motivational catalyst, allowing the team to approach high-pressure situations with clarity, focus, and cohesion. The media landscape is ablaze with conjecture, as every hint of internal strategy, practice footage, or team interaction is examined for clues, fueling endless debate and further amplifying the mystique surrounding the Dodgers' potential championship trajectory. Fans, meanwhile, are captivated by the story arc, viewing each game not merely as a contest, but as a chapter in an unfolding drama defined by ambition, skill, and the tantalizing promise of greatness. With Kershaw at the narrative center as both symbol and instigator of the anticipated triumph that has ignited imaginations across the league. Adding to the intrigue is the timing of Kershaw's remarks, coinciding with a period in the season when momentum can shape the destiny of franchises, influencing playoff positioning and team confidence. Observers speculate that this is no coincidence, suggesting that Kershaw may be deliberately setting the tone, instilling belief in teammates while simultaneously challenging opponents to respond to an implied inevitability. Analysts have dissected every statistical trend, every lineup shift, and every pitching decision, searching for patterns that might indicate the Dodgers' readiness to execute a championship-level campaign. Social media channels amplify every rumor, clip, or quote, often creating viral moments that blend factual reporting with speculation. blurring the lines between reality and narrative. Fans across the country engage in vigorous debate, weighing the likelihood of Kershaw's prediction materializing against the unpredictability inherent in baseball's long season. The result is a heightened cultural moment where the Dodgers' every game becomes imbued with symbolic significance. Every victory celebrated not merely as a win, but as confirmation that Kershaw's words might indeed presage something historic. The interplay of individual brilliance, team cohesion, and psychological strategy forms a compelling story, one that is captivating a global audience and transforming ordinary matchups into dramatic events that may define the trajectory of the entire league for years to come. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.